How you guys doing?
Good. It's good. Good. Is this an exciting week for you coming off of the NFL draft? Do you love that stuff still?
What, the draft?
Yeah. Is it hype? What is it?
It's kind of cool because, the cool part about it, man, is when you sitting back and you're watching a kid go from 0 to 100.
To a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah, overnight. I mean, you understand what it's like, and you understand the excitement that they must be feeling right now, because that's a big moment.
When you say you understand, because we don't understand it. Like we watch the draft, and it's kind of different as like those fans watching. We don't get that feeling like it's cool, but their life did just change.
Change overnight. I mean, that's a prime example of going from little to a lot in a matter of seconds, or in a matter of 6 minutes, put it that way.
There's a lot of I've had this, I feel like, conversation with a bunch of people. I'm just curious, real quick, your opinion. Do you think college athletes should get paid?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, 100%. You answered real quick with that.
I'm a firm believer in that. I mean, and I understand Title IX and everything else. Sure. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out, and these are supposed to be our higher institutions.
Right, yeah.
They can figure out how to make the money. They could definitely figure out how to share the money. The question is, do they really want to share the money, or do they want to continue to exploit these young men and women just to make money?
Well, it's crazy because they make millions off these athletes, billions, and billions in certain sports, and so their excuse is the education is paying them.
I tell you
and
what,
I agree with that, but it's not the same amount of money.
If my education is worth $40,000, give me a $40,000 job. If my education is worth $50,000, give me a $50,000 job. If my contribution and efforts and my education is worth billions, well, give me a $1 billion job. I mean, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here. You brought me here for this, because you ain't just bringing me here just to be educated. Yeah. You're bringing me here
You're doing both,
to do both.
The only guy
because I have the ability to do both. If I didn't have the ability to do both, then I just come in on the educational side. But I have the ability to do both.
Right.
And
the Title IX thing is a little bit tricky, though, and so this is where I end up lining up with it. It gets tricky. It gets a little complicated. At the very least, allow them to get endorsements. Like, why can't they get endorsements for products?
I understand the reason around why they can't. Because
they can sell endorsements, though.
Yeah, well,
they sell endorsements all over those jerseys and arenas and stuff.
Especially now,
they do all of that.
Yeah,
but that's part of tuition is constantly going up. Why is tuition going up? Why? The question is why. Why I think it is going up, because there's the popularity of the schools and the popularity
sure.
and the demands on
they reinvest into the schools and
they're reinvesting in where the dollars are coming from. The dollars are coming from all over the place. Come from alumnus.
What do they need? What do they want? How do we get the money for it?
How do they get the money for it? And they go raise money. And it's basically the schools that are very popular that people really want to go to. Because of either basketball program or because of football program.
Sure.
Or
Education in general.
It's
expensive, too.
It's very expensive.
And that's why you do what you do.
Why should education be so expensive, though?
Yep. Yeah, I preach it all the time, because you know what I would like to see is a lot of that money go back to some of the teachers, especially on the lower level here.
Instead of building new buildings. I know you have to build. You have to bring buildings up to code and everything.
Sure.
else.
Yeah.
But there's other. Trust me, there's enough smarter people sitting up there that's higher than my pay grade that can figure this out.
Sure, yeah.
The question is, are you taking the time to figure it out, or do you really want to figure it out?
And some of it is the motives behind a lot of that stuff. Unfortunately, the politics behind it. But
politics.
The politics.
You said a key word.
I said a trigger word.
You don't like talking about politics, though.
No, you hate that.
No. I didn't come here today to talk about politics.
Fair, no, let's make the transition. You were talking the education.
Let's talk about some better news.
You invest in education. You invest in kids' education.
Yeah.
You do a lot for kids. Your charities are amazing. You have your tournament, your gala, invitational gala coming up. You're talking about $6.2 million in support of the Pat and Emmitt Smith charities. That's what you guys have raised so far with the Celebrity Invitational. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the second number that I heard, and that's a little less than what I heard earlier. I heard $7 million.
I need the update.
No, it's all good. It's all good, but you're right. The whole premise behind what we do is to raise dollars to help support not only our Team 22 kids, but also help to continue to support the folks that we have in our past. I mean, we've supported about 140,000 kids around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex through various programs, whether it's grant writing or donations or sponsorships or even our own Team 22 program, like I stated. Also, some of the dollars that we've raised have been allocated to our DISD Back to School program, which JCPenney's has stepped up and helped donate about 3,000 uniforms to Dallas DISD school students. So we've grown that program from 500 students to about 3,000 students. Albertson stepped up and donated about $150,000 for the kids to take home food.
That's awesome.
So we had dental screenings of about 1,600 dental screenings, and 500 kids got eye screening and so forth. And so trying to do all these things, we could not do it all without the support of the Dallas-Fort Worth business community. Right. So Toyota has stepped up and became a sponsor. Albertsons has been a tremendous sponsor. Waste Management, American Airlines, Healthcare Highways, our title sponsor, and Cigna and Brown-Forman and Shell Oil and many others.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Axis. Yeah. I mean, they've been tremendous sponsors and supporters. Fossil, not to mention Fossil. I mean, they flood us with volunteers so we can lower costs here and have people help us throughout every event.
And those are people not only giving money, but giving your time.
They're giving money, they're giving time, they're doing both.
Resources,
Yeah, they're doing both and providing leadership. I mean, some of the marketing managers are coming in and helping us make sure that we understand the things that we're doing or changing logos here and there, adding resources. I mean, it's coming from almost everywhere. And so the beautiful thing about it is I think people understand that there's a tremendous need.
Right.
And we're trying to create that vehicle to bridge that gap to that need. And in doing such, by creating these unique experiences through our Team 22 kids or even this shopping experience through the Back to School program, kids are starting to see that people, not only starting to see, but they have seen. There are folks out here that really, truly care about giving them a chance or a very good start of the year.
Okay. I was going to say that's exactly what you did. I even named my son Chance because I always said all you need is a chance, and that's what these kids all they need. That's all they need is a bottom line and
a chance and someone to believe in them.
Yeah. It really is true, and the money that you get and the time that you guys put in is so invaluable. And this year's pretty special too because we got to talk about the man Witten. We got to talk about him. He's getting the special award, right?
He's getting the Roger Staubach Award this week.
Is he a good dude or what, man?
Yeah, the Roger Staubach Award was designed to give, because I look at Roger Staubach as an iconic individual, but a man that has a pure heart and care about the community as well. He served our country in the military, and not only that, but he's been a tremendous leader in the business world. Not only that, but a great football player, Hall of Fame football player. So you take the combination of that and say, on and off the field, Roger Staubach is the man. And then when you start looking at it from the standpoint of how do we honor someone like a Roger Staubach by giving them an award in his name, but also have that translate to people that are performing not only on the football field or on the field or in their sport, but also in the community as well. And Jason Witten fit that mold.
Was that an easy decision for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple when you have the NFL recognizing this guy as the man of the year.
Yeah.
And you see all the things that he's doing through his Score Foundation and everything else and touching thousands of lives as well. So from an athlete standpoint, no matter how much we have in the bank, no matter how much success we've had in our field, we don't forget easy. We don't forget where we come from. We understand that we're blessed. Trust me, we know that. But we want to be a blessing to others along the way. And I think Jason Witten understands that more so than not.
It's the why.
Is he done being a Cowboy?
Is he done being a Cowboy? I don't have the answer to that.
Sure.
But I do know he has a tremendous opportunity ahead of him with ESPN. And that's something that he should take very seriously because at the end of the day, he's 30-something years old. 4?
I think he's 38, right? Isn't he 36 or 38?
No, if he's 30.
He's played 15 years.
He's 25 years old, guys.
So he's played 15 years. I think he's 36.
Yeah,
I think he's 36.
The question he must ask himself, I know we all play for the rings because this is not about money.
That's what I said.
We all play for the rings. And but what is left for you to do outside of obviously getting that ring? I'm not going to tell you not to get the ring.
Sure,
but if the ring was so guaranteed, I would say go get it.
Right.
But this opportunity is right before you. And I'm not wishing retirement on anybody, but I'm just thinking from the standpoint where I'm
Plan
sitting.
for the future.
Well, that's what I
playing
said,
for the future.
We said that on the air yesterday. I was like, if he thinks this is a Super Bowl team, then he'll come back. If not, this opportunity, they don't come around. Like, it's weird to think.
We don't even know if it's a Super Bowl team
And
or
we
not.
don't. Yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
goes in with a 50-50 chance of winning the Super Bowl this year. You got the
And they got a lot of questions. I mean, what about Dez leaving and stuff? Like, we don't have a wide receiver core. Like, you know, like
we got a wide receiver core. We just don't have a wide receiver core with Dez Bryant in it.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
It's a good point.
Do you like this core though? I mean, do you like these young guys and stuff like that? And then
I gotta see how these guys come together during the preseason and during training camp. I mean, we just had a draft last week.
Yeah.
OTA,
So soon.
Yeah, OTAs need to happen. Then you have to go through the preseason and all that kind of stuff to see how this team come together. And who knows? We can catch lightning in the bottle just like anyone else. And we'll see how things shape up for the rest of the year.
You think they need a veteran wide receiver?
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Does it ever hurt?
Tavon
I mean,
is
I
a
guess
veteran
when it
wide
comes down
receiver.
to it.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. Everyone liked him coming out of the draft, and then like he's in that weird system with the Rams, and I think he's a better fit for the Cowboys. I do think that, and it's kind of like an interesting. It's a better fit. I do think that.
See, I just got to see what all we have on.
Yeah,
the field.
sure.
See, I haven't really
Yeah.
taken the time to go evaluate the wide receiver core.
Yeah.
I do know we have one heck of a running back, though.
Yeah.
They do. And that's all they need is a running back, right?
And that's not all they need. That's not all they need. Trust me. That's not all they need. But, and our quarterback is pretty daggone good as well. So, but to not have Jason Witten, who's going to be that person that step up and play that role?
That's a huge role.
That's a huge role. Huge role.
But whether he has the ball or not. Because the part of what can make that running back as good as they are those guys in front of them. So.
And having Tavon, people have to pay attention to Tavon when he's on the football field.
Real quickly about the Dez stuff. You're a guy who I don't remember exactly how the alignments went, but you went to Arizona afterwards. And so were they in the same division? Because
yes,
they were in the same division. I didn't know. They know they got realigned a little.
Well,
bit.
you got the West. And you had the East.
But they were in the same division. So like, it's weird. He keeps saying he wants to play against the Cowboys twice a year. What's it like when you go from wearing the Cowboys jersey and then playing against them? Is it going to be what he thinks it is? Like he wants it so bad.
I don't know if he's going. I don't know if it's going to be what he thinks it is.
Yeah.
I know for me, I can't speak for him, but for me, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was heart wrenching for me to play and to come back to. I came at the Texas Stadium.
Yeah.
And so his locker, if he comes back and play the Cowboys in the Cowboys Stadium, he's going to have a better locker room than I had.
That's funny.
That's for sure. But, I mean, coming back and playing against the Dallas Cowboys and getting dressed in the visitors' locker room.
It's a weird feeling,
It was the weirdest feeling in the world for me. It was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, he wants it so bad. Sounds like he wants the Giants so bad. He just wants to play against the Cowboys. And then when you do it and you get dressed up in that locker room and you're sitting in the visitors' locker room and you went to go throw up your X and it's not the same reaction at AT&T Stadium, it's going to be a weird feeling.
It's not an X. It's just a dotted line at that point. I mean, no disrespect to him, but it just doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. And I don't know about Dez, his love for the Cowboys. But I know my love for the Cowboys extends all the way back to when I was a kid.
Right.
Now, I don't know. I don't know if he talked about the Cowboys in that light, but for me, I have always talked about this is my favorite football team. It's almost like the kid from Capel High School.
That story's so cool.
Yeah, we just talked about it.
It's like that.
Today.
He dropped to his knees because he never thought he'd have a chance to power play for the Cowboys. Always
his
wanted
whole
one.
life.
Overcame so much.
Yeah. And so that's what it's like. And so when you play for a team like the Cowboys for 13 years and you have achieved the pinnacle of pinnacles, for me it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. Now for Dez, I'm not sure how hard it's going to be. It may be easier for him. I'm not sure.
But it's definitely something that goes to the heart.
I don't think
it's more heart in it than he might know.
Yeah, exactly.
They thought it all the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing off emotions right now, and rightfully
Definitely
so.
emotional, yeah.
Yeah, and so
That's his thing.
that is his thing. And so
I mean, the Giants aren't a bad fit for him, so I kind of get it from like a professional standpoint. But the reason he wants to do it is because he wants to play against the Cowboys so bad, and I just don't think he's going to get the like. It's only 2 weeks out of the whole season, man, and you ain't going to get the feeling that you think you're going to
Those
get.
are 2 important weeks.
That's true.
Well, we're going to find out when the season starts, but more importantly, in a couple of days here, you got your big invitational. It's on May 4th and 5th, right?
Yes, sir.
And can people still, are there still sponsorship available?
There's some sponsorship still available. There's also some pavilion passes that's available to the golf tournament at TPC Craig Ranch. So please come out and support us at the golf course.
And when's the Grand Fondo? That's coming up in September.
The Grand Fondo
right?
is September 22nd. Yeah.
September 22nd.
So I'll be back in here talking about that sooner or later.
Right. The
Registration's
registration's
open, right?
Registration is
Yeah.
open now, though. You
Yeah.
can go register for
So if you got a bike, go on, hop on there.